Hey everyone, this is Dave from A Walk in the Parks bringing to you an interesting kind of video for us. Normally when we do these cookie tastings, we will taste the cookie in advance, shoot some B-roll of the cookie, write a script, put it together, and then bring to you the video review of our cookie. So what we're going to do is we're going to taste the cookie for the very first time on the video footage. So instead of writing a script, we're going to taste it right here for you to see and give you our real, unfiltered results. That's right. Okay, so this week we have a new limited edition cookie, and this is an interesting one because on Gideon's website they describe it as the limited edition variant cookie. And I think this one's pretty interesting because the owner says, "Here's your no heat eternal flame, now leave me be." So that for me means that people weren't exactly digging the version with a lot of heat. And if you have seen any of our other videos, our Eternal Flame review, we put it in our good tier, which is the C tier. It definitely wasn't our favorite, but we don't really like kind of the spicy version of cookies. So it's going to be really interesting to try this variant cookie and see if that changes what our tier listing would be. So here we have our box from Gideon's, and let's dive right in and see what happens. All right, so we, for our cookie reviews, actually usually get more than one flavor. And this is so we can kind of compare and contrast a cookie that we know where we rate and then against the new flavor and kind of see how they taste. So let's do this. Let's see what we have here. All right. Oh boy, salt everywhere. All right. Ooh, check that out. My gosh. So this is the Eternal Flameless right here. And then our reference cookie, what do you think it is? We have the original chocolate chip. Here it is. Okay. So on our tier listing, we gave the original chocolate chip the B tier rating, which is great. And I kind of like that because it's kind of gives us that, all right, well, we have a reference of here's where the OG is and here's our new flavor. And that helps me rank it because it's already really hard just to decide where you want to put a cookie. So that gives me just like a little bit of an idea. All right, so here we have it. Let's check it out on camera. First time. Oh. Really interesting to see those chocolate covered cherries. A lot of salt on there. And the white chocolate chips. I think that's going to be the most interesting thing to taste on here. We are not huge white chocolate fans, but that will be interesting. And I'm also really intrigued to see, is it as spicy? Because there is still some spice in this one. So to see like how present that spice is, because people obviously were complaining a little bit about it being too spicy. Okay, time to cut. We're going to take a bit of a slice out of the new one here. Try not to slice my hand open. And then we will take a slice of the other one to give it a little comparison. All right, let's dive in. Show you the inside. So not really a ton to see. I believe we have the triple chocolate cookie dough base, so that's why it's just chocolatey inside. All right, time to give it our first ever taste. Here we go. Oh. Sorry for the chewing noises. Very interesting. So, my gut reaction here on first bite. I don't really taste any spice. So he might be right that they removed spice altogether. I mean, I guess you can consider cinnamon a spice, but I don't taste any heat here. There's nothing in here that's making me think like, oh, this is actually temperature spicy. I gotta take another bite. So my first thought is actually, this is a step up. This is certainly a step up from the Eternal Flame. The flavor I'm getting right away is actually a lot of cherry. So I don't remember how present the cherry was in the original Eternal Flame, but this one seems like it's much more cherry flavor. Huh. Very interesting. I mean, we've made it clear that we are not really huge fans of kind of the spice that comes with that heat. So I was intrigued to think, you know, like, well, how much am I going to like this? All right. So now we're going to taste the original chocolate chip. We know where we put that in our tier listings, which was the B tier. So we're going to see how it compares. All right. Time for the reference bite. Okay. And for those of you at home who haven't seen the original, I'll put it on camera here. So it makes it easy. So if I taste this and I taste the other one, I think like, okay, this one for sure is better than this one. That at least gives me some idea where I'm going to rank it. And we also kind of have an idea of the top tier. Those cookies to me always have like something super unique about them or something that really stands out. Like I taste the first bite and I'm like, whoa, this is different. That's why we only have a couple cookies in our top tier. And those bites, I think like they're very distinct to me. Like I immediately know that something is different about it. All right, I'm gonna take one more bite of the original. Give you a nice little view. Okay. The OG is also pretty standard. Like, yeah, it's a chocolate chip cookie, but there's not like a ton of, like you're not talking about like cherry, white chocolate, all these other flavors combined. All right, one more bite of this one. It's very soft. I actually kind of want to get a bite with the cherry too before I make any official rankings here. We'll see if we can cut off a piece right here that has cherry in it. That's the other thing. Oh, we can take that one too. That's the other thing about some of these cookies sometimes too is they have some unique ingredients. But if you don't get a bite kind of with like a little bit of everything, you kind of don't get all of the flavor. And I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit. Look at that cherry. And the salt there too. All right, let's try it with the cherry. Whoa. The cherry is cool. That's good. I actually also like chocolate cherries, so I feel like that helps a bit. Man, this is going to be a tough one. So, my immediate thoughts are, it is comparable to the original chocolate chip, which is obviously in our B tier. I don't think it jumps to the level of S tier. I don't get that immediate thought that there is like something really special about this cookie, although it is most certainly better than the Eternal Flame. So that's narrowing it down for us. So I wouldn't say we have S tier amazing here, and I wouldn't say we have C tier good, which is interesting because removing that spicy component bumps it up in my mind. So the real question here is, are we at a great or are we at excellent? I might have to eat a whole nother bite to really decide. It is definitely cool to look at. It has a lot of different flavors and colors in there. Oh, I don't know. Excellent. The next thing I'll do is sometimes if I'm having a lot of trouble deciding between the two is I'll look at the flavors that are in a particular tier and then I'll kind of make a comparison. Like I can kind of remember what those flavors are like because you look and you see cookie butter butterscotch. That was a pretty distinct flavor. Rocky Road, orange pecan. Okay, I think I've made my decision. So the Eternal Flameless is a great option. Most certainly better than the Eternal Flame in our minds. But I'm not quite sure it gets all the way up to excellent. It's good, and that cherry, the cherry, I like that a lot. But it's just, again, our preference for Gideon's, and I know we sound snobby with this, is that the unique flavors are ones that always, in my mind, I think bump up higher. And it's good, but I don't think I can bring it to excellent. So there you have it. We have the Eternal Flameless, the variant limited edition cookie, and we're going to put it in our great tier. This was our first live tasting of cookies. If you enjoyed this format, give us a comment down below and say, Dave, I really like that. If you hated it, say, go back to the pretty shots of the cookies. And hopefully next week or next month, we'll have a new cookie flavor to try for you. So we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to hit that like button below. And if you didn't, feel free to hit that dislike button below. This is Dave, a Walk in the Parks. We'll see you in the next one.